Hello there everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am the Crimson T and today's video is about the Anointed Immortal Cosmetic Set for Diablo Immortal. So without further ado, let's go! I've been covering the rest of the cosmetic sets for Diablo Immortal, so you can check the top right corner for a list of those. The Anointed Immortal Cosmetic Set is another free cosmetic set in Diablo Immortal. I say free because it is related to one of the core mechanics in Diablo Immortal, the cycle of Strife. This system sees players doing a series of activities that culminate in a fight against the current holders of the Eternal Crown, the current Immortal players and his clan. The winner gets to be the Immortal, and there's a whole series of content related to each side, be it Shadow players or the current Immortals. So, player power is, at least by what we know from the beta, a very meaningful contributor to who gets to be part of the Immortal Guard. So even though it is technically a free set, it will require much dedication. At a later date I'll be going over that system in much more detail, but now that the main points have been explained, we can proceed to look at awesome armor and hope we get it someday. As always, my source for this is Wowhead, who do great work with data mining. And remember that this is based on information from beta files, so there might be some changes coming to the sets before they are officially released. Barbarians have golden metal armor with a very imposing helmet, complemented by some sort of horn-like structure at the front. Two huge axes with white blades and screaming faces to match the ones present on their shoulders and belt. There's an army blue fabric beneath the golden armor that makes the armor come forth by contrast. The Crusader variant has a golden halo floating behind their very impressive knightly helm. There's even a golden crown with a white gem. The rest of the armor is more golden metal with blue fabric and white marble faces. Their sword almost looks like Eldruin, Tyrael's sword, and while there seem to be two different shields present in the images, I think the correct Crusader shield is the one the male Crusader is holding, while the other one is the Necromancer's version. When it comes to Demon Hunters, we have a more prevalent use of fabric pieces. Their helmet is a blue hood with a golden face mask, which doesn't look very happy at all. Beyond that, they also have a crown of sorts with several pointy ends, and one of those white jewels to match what the Crusaders had. On their shoulders we see that the right shoulder has one of those white faces, while the left one has more of a clean design. And at their back there's a typical cloak, this time looking pristine. Monks get a mask that looks like something out of a samurai armor, but made out of gold and with a monk class symbol at its center. Then there's a robe of sorts in those same army blue colors, but this time there doesn't seem to be any of those white marble masks around. Instead, both monk shoulders have what I'd like to say are oriental demon faces. Something to note is that this set's weapons are on the smaller sides, and actually look pretty cool and they're simpler in design. For Necromancers we have Screaming as a main theme. There are 3 screaming faces on one shoulder and a bigger one on the other. The chest has one more and even the boots have their own. The headpiece is a skull mask with a helmet made out of gold, but looking like one of those old cultist tall hats, and there's one white gem at the center. Their shield has a big screaming face complemented by several bladed bones around, but their weapon looks very cool with a super clean form. As always, we have wizards at last. They get a golden mask with an ornament that reminds me of Emperor Akan from Diablo 3. The weapon seems like a scepter with one of those white faces, and the offhand has a white orb encased in metal spinning around. At their waist there's a small book with another face, and if we look closely at their chest we can see a small white gem as well. Once more we have some incredible armors. I'm a big fan of the Crusader variant, but monks get a pretty cool one as well. The wizard's mask disappoints me greatly, because on the original art piece it looked amazing, but the in-game model is overall bulkier, which is not as cool. Overall I'm very impressed with this cosmetic set, and I'll be dreaming of getting it in-game. Well guys, if you enjoyed the video remember to comment, like and subscribe. I know everyone says this, but those really are some of the easiest ways to get feedback regarding videos. With that said, thanks for watching and I'll see you on the next video. Bye!